That was good. You almost had like whistle note like
Bars.
tones there. Bars.
I remember when I went over to your house that one time and then you put on the Believe record from Bieber and we were like, all around the world. People want to be loved.
That came on in my car on shuffle a couple of days ago. I was like,
You are listening to The Laughing Skulls.
Just sit back and relax.
Zayn's new song?
I haven't. I didn't know that it came out, but I've been hearing like the previews.
I think it is actually fully out because I had only heard previews too, and then the other day, Alana was like, "Oh, have you listened to his new song?" But maybe she just implied like, "Is it out?" Because maybe it is just previews. I think it is.
Yeah, it is because I tried looking for it yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do you?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think of the preview?
I'm cool with it. I mean, like, for the last, like, 2 years, Zayn's been my top artist.
Yes. As in, like, he's actually come out as your top.
Yeah, on my
Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah, on my Spotify Wrapped.
Okay.
It's Vibes. Don't give me when I've been waiting all night to take your clothes off. Yeah, that whole thing. You know the vibe. Yeah, that's been my number one song for, like, 2 years in a row. So I really love all of Zayn's shit. There's one, and I don't like it. It's called Calamity. On his Nobody Is Listening.
Calamity.
Yeah, and it's called Calamity, but it's him like it's like a talking song.
Oh, you know what? I think I know what you're talking about because when that came out, I did. You do a listen through.
Yeah,
and I think I did end up skipping it because I was like, I don't think there's any singing coming.
No, it's just him in the background going, nobody. Yeah. But then it's just like boom, his accent goes calamity.
Calamity.
I can't believe it.
I forget how strong his accent is because I was watching a couple of snippets of him like how he just like came back and did an interview, right? Like yesterday or the day before, I think on Call O Daddy or something.
Yeah, he did, and he was talking about how he took his chicken to the vet and the chicken ended up passing away.
I didn't hear that. I think I saw
because he has
clip.
a farm and he's got he's got a farm and he's like, I've got to take my chicken for a scan.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Yeah, and he's like,
I did not know that. That's so sad.
Yeah, but he's got chickens and stuff like that, so very cute. And he was saying that he thinks that he's doing some good co-parenting for Kai.
Okay.
Yeah, which is really nice. But he looked good. He looked healthy, which was great.
Yeah, no, he looks so good.
Yeah.
I just completely forget how strong his accent is.
Yeah.
It's very, very thick.
I was going to ask you a question. I was listening to his version of A Whole New World.
Yes.
The one that he did for the live action Aladdin. Thoughts on live action movie? Like
that is one of my comfort movies is the live action Aladdin.
But how do you feel about Jasmine having a number though?
I really enjoyed her number and her voice is like really lovely. I loved Ariana and Zayn's cover. I thought it was really beautiful.
Yeah, I really loved it.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. I just find that movie so much fun. And I really like the way that they brought to life that whole world. I think they did a really good job with it because it looks very, very similar. And I'm a sucker for the costumes and all those big set pieces. Like that and Beauty and the Beast I've really enjoyed so far. Out of the rest of them, I don't know. I don't really care for the other ones, but those two I really enjoyed because they were pretty close to like visually the cartoon.
Yeah, I think because I heard that they're making Hercules live action as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I'm just like, ugh. Only because Hercules and Aladdin are my top 2 favorite movies probably ever. And so I always get hypercritical of whether they're going to do
Which
a
is
good
fair.
thing.
You don't know. You honestly don't know. I think if you just get you get a director who actually was a fan of the original movie, then it should be pretty okay. Wasn't Danny DeVito a big voice in Hercules?
Yeah, he was. He was Phil.
I reckon if the actor is still around, let them do the live action one as well because it's so distinctive.
Yeah.
Like if he's here, let him just do it again.
Yeah, that's how I think he is going to be a part of it. I think.
I hope so.
Fucking no.
I don't even know what the casting is on that movie. I haven't looked into
Signed a
anything.
fucking
I just think I
petition,
saw it.
boys.
Signed the petition, boys. I have to look into that later.
Yeah, well, welcome everyone to episode number 43 of the Laughing Skulls podcast. You've got, Adrienne, you've got Esther, you've got your comfort people. Welcome to the FaceTime group chat. We're really happy to have you here again for another week. Now that we've got the formalities out of the way.
Yes, because honestly, I always forget about that. So lucky you're around to remember.
Well, I feel like every week when I edit, I go, fuck, I forgot to do it again.
Literally. Yeah.
I get too lost in the conversation. And then all of a sudden.
Because it's just that good.
It's just too good. Oh, was that a little dancey dance? That was the cutest little cough I've ever
I'm
heard.
trying so hard to not.
That was like, do you know when people pretend that they're sick?
I'm trying to refrain from doing the big disgusting coughs.
Do it.
And whenever I've got a big one coming, I just press the mute button on the microphone.
Well,
so it doesn't disrupt you either.
We're all friends here, so don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed.
Okay, I won't be ashamed, but I will not be coughing up any phlegm on permanent record, like vocal record for people.
That's all right. I'll just I'll put elevator music on instead.
Every time I cough. I love that.
It's like Telstra music, Telstra hold music.
Oh. Some hold music seriously could put, I think, people in prison for anger management. It's just horrible. Fuck, the quality, it's guys, no, I'm talking cheap. Cheaper. As we found this recording in a fucking trash can. It's had some liquid spilled on it from a cassette back in 1985. That's what we're going to use.
Neck minute. Someone worked really fucking hard on that recording. Speaking of...
I think about that.
Speaking about that as well, before we move on, I wanted to say I feel bad for every single person who works on TV and who worked really hard on the TV titles. Didn't the opening title cards? The opening, and it shows all the names and how they've worked.
Yes.
I skip it at every single chance that I get. And I'm so sorry because every time I just go, skip. Oh, another episode? Skip.
You are lucky that you did not grow up in the 30s to about, I'd say mid 70s when the credits always rolled in full before whatever you watched.
I just,
because if you went to the theater, you're in the theater, you're sitting there for sometimes 10 whole minutes just watching the they're no, you will acknowledge us, you will.
Don't get me wrong,
see.
I like watching the trailers. I enjoy going to the pictures with my friends and I like seeing the trailers, and I like
they are a lot of fun.
Oh my god, is it called transatlantic? Is that the accent?
Yes.
Fuck, I love doing it.
Yeah. It's so much fun.
Oh, also, I noticed that on this pod, I motorboat sound too much.
What? What do you mean?
I keep on going,
oh, okay. Yeah.
Far too much. And I'm so sorry to everyone that likes to listen.
I think it's just the right amount.
Because I want to say that I like to go absolutely balls deep into that accent. I really love it. Especially when I was...
It is fun.
Remember when I was in New York and I kept on sending everyone fucking voice notes going, wow, the Big Apple has eating me. Like, it's really taking me a bite.
Know, just making sure that was not that was not real.
It's not real?
It was only for movies. It was not a real accent.
The fuck?
People did not talk like that. So back in, you can learn this in a few places, but there's a show on Netflix. It only had one season. It's called Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they talk about that dialect. So back in the days, people were contracted to studios. You would go straight into classes on how to learn to do that accent for the screen.
Right.
That's all it was for. It's not an actual thing. It's just a combo of putting the nice British accents on the really heavy American ones. But yeah, it wasn't real. It's not actually from like a place. It's purely from Hollywood.
You have absolutely, wow, that's taken me back.
Learn something new every day. You look like you're processing, like you're going to take some time to process.
I think I need some time to process because I just thought that that's just how everyone spoke. And I'm like, oh, all right.
No. So there would have been a fair few like really big stars who probably talk like this because they're from like Carolina. And then they just went into not just classes, but pretty much from the minute you're signed, you have to talk like that all the time.
Oh.
So yeah, because it's part of your image.
Well,
they make you like a story and all that stuff.
I would love to do an episode going absolutely yeehaw on old Hollywood with the amount of cooked shit that they used to do.
So much cooked shit. Like
I think it's tame now in comparison.
It's still cooked.
No, but in comparison.
They're both cooked in their own ways. Just now there's less places for people to hide their cooked shit. I guess that's the difference because they really made it look so perfect and so heavenly back then because they had so much control over the image of everything and everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could so do that.
Yeah, would fucking love to. Did you want to go and talk about, something else that was in the shadows, which was how Jonah Hill likes to be in relationships?
A dick. Yeah.
An absolute dickhole?
Yeah. So, what another disappointment because he is one of my favorite comedic actors.
Yeah.
Even though he's a massive nepo baby.
I always forget that.
Yeah, me too. He's got talent. Like it's undeniable.
Oh,
You can't
absolutely.
fake that stuff. What's that thing people talk about? How when you give like I don't know, like a classically or stereotypically nerdy guy a chance, they get so much confidence it becomes like abusive or whatever.
Oh, I don't know what the actual term is, but like giving an ugly guy a chance kind of.
That kind of thing. Like that's been on TikTok a lot over the last few months. But dude, like where the fuck do you get off? Is it because you're friends with Leo? Like is that why you think you have
probably.
this ability to manipulate?
I mean, for everyone who needs to have a bit of context if they don't know what exactly was said or you need a refresher. What he said was, and I want to know because I've got some opinions about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he writes, plain and simple. If you need surfing with men, boundless, inappropriate friendship with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past beyond getting lunch or a coffee or something respectful, I am not the right partner for you. And if these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it. And there are no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for a romantic relationship. My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. And then he also wrote, literally just saying hello and leave the convo. I love how your therapist thinks I suck. I literally am the best boyfriend on earth.
I didn't see that one.
It's in a separate she put that in her Instagram story with a hashtag #1 boyfriend and a chihuahua smiling.
Oh my God. Okay. This makes me angry because this reminds me of a situationship that you know all about. This behavior is extremely reflective of that person, and it's using this like therapy term to make it seem like it is a boundary, but it's more of a controlling, manipulative, ultimatum style form of speaking. And the things that he's listing, when you like, by whose definition and what is the definition of a female that's unstable to you? Because if her friend is also a female champion surfer who's doing the same thing she's doing, then I suppose that she's going to seem unstable to Jonah because, you know, he just already doesn't like her fucking breathing in her job.
Well, that was the thing. I had no idea that she was a surfer until you told me off the tape, off the record. I forget what to call it, off the recording. But when he goes and rides surfing with men, that's her fucking job.
Dude, like, bro, what the fuck?
To post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, that's her job.
Dude, I remember calling out that person, right? And being like, hey, you've done this and this and this. What the hell? And then he would say things like, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you read into it that much. But this is how it really is. So like you're being overly and classically emotional as women are. And oh,
I remember when I read that and I was like, yo, are you serious? I remember seeing that and I was like, wait. And then my favorite was when the person that you were in that situationship with, how he would go, haha. But anyways, praying hands.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Are we okay?
Oh, dude,
What?
I actually cannot. And it's like, yeah, Jonah just fully reminds me of that person. And I could so see him doing things like that because things that have come out of his own mouth about his, and when I say his, like his property, his future wife, would not X, Y, Z, would look X, Y, Z, would perform X, Y, Z. And I'm just like, okay, so you've got this fucking strange checklist of what your wife, who's lucky enough to be betrothed to you, is going to have to be in order for her to be worthy of you. And if she doesn't, you know, do those things, then he'd say exactly what Jonah's saying and be like, clearly you're not respecting my boundaries or you don't respect yourself enough. Or you'd literally cut off all your friends and family and just suck my dick all the time. Like,
that also reminds me of when I was in a situation and it was like, oh, you've put me into an emotional corner. I can't deal with this. And I'm like, but I'm just asking whether you want to go on a day trip.
Yeah,
what the
chill,
fuck
bro.
are you on about? But the thing that I hate about this message that Jonah went and sent to her was, it just seems like he's trying to be like this emotionally immature one.
Yes.
That's like, I also go to therapy and my boundaries, because I'm trying to be the mature one. I am saying that then, you know what? I'm not the right partner for you. These are my boundaries, and if that gives you happiness, I support it, but it's not for me. Because for me, that makes it seem like that she is automatically lower than him because she finds happiness in hanging out with the opposite sex of both, you know. And I really have to say this, no matter what orientation you are, just because, and it drives me bananas, it doesn't matter what orientation you are with the opposite sex, it doesn't mean that you want to hop on their dick, absolutely go, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that you want to sleep with them. You just like their company. No. They're just people. They're just people. Whether it's like surfing with men and having boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, what's inappropriate about them? What, like, you hug them? You get, because like so many of my mates who are girls, we're just bros. Like, there is nothing. And like, do I want to put my arm around them and, you know, be affectionate because that's how I am? I'm a very affectionate person. Fucking oath. But does it mean that I want to jump their bones? No.
Absolutely not. And if you're so insecure that you have to do all of this fucking belittling and psycho manipulation, you need fucking help. And
I love how your
literally-
therapist thinks that I suck. Go suck a dick, Jonah.
That fucking shit. I feel her pain so much. I'm really glad she posted it. You know what though? I'm not entirely surprised that he's like that. I don't know what it is. I remember Seth Rogen was once asked in an interview who was the most difficult actor you've ever worked with, and immediately he just goes, Jonah, and then he was like like he did his laugh. And so many people are like, he has done things like that loads, and he sort of stopped working with him a while ago. And I'm like,
yeah.
If Seth Rogen's like, nah, fuck this guy, like so openly, then he knows some shit. And on top of that, right, there were claims that came out yesterday.
Remember? Hot off the press.
Yep. Hot off the press. Do you remember Zoe 101?
Yeah.
Remember the girl who was the really, really nice one with the brown hair? She was like the quirky girl next door one.
Yes.
So I can't remember her character name, but she came out. She's our age now.
Okay.
Her name is Alexa Nicholas. She claims that he kissed her without her consent when she was 16 years old.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and at the time he was 24.
Oh,
What the fuck, dude?
Oh my God.
She copped so much abuse, I'm telling you. Like, there is literally nothing for her to gain because she doesn't really have a career anymore either.
Yeah.
But she said that he like, where are we?
Why is
He
everyone
slammed
so
her.
creepy?
Dude, I don't know. But he said nothing, slammed me to the door and shoved his tongue down my throat. I was so appalled I pushed him off and ran inside.
Ew.
And you know what? This whole toxic masculinity, women are property, the entitlement that comes, especially from him growing up. Who the fuck knows what he probably copped as a kid, or like to grow up with this entitlement in your head. I don't know where that shit comes from, but dude, like what the fuck? I don't know. It's so disappointing.
Oh, also, homie's 39. Like, calm down.
Yeah.
Homie's
Chill,
39. Can I also say, every time I think of Seth Rogen, I just think of Donkey Kong now.
Oh my God, he did so well as him.
Every time I hear Seth Rogen, I just get in my head. I have never laughed so hard at the whole entire Super Mario movie than when he did
Yeah.
a
It's like
that is the most iconic laugh that I wish I had.
It is.
I wish I had it as like a ringtone. It is so fucking iconic. I love it so much.
You've seen the movie This Is the End, right?
I haven't actually.
Oh my, okay. Go watch that immediately. That's one of my all-time favorite movies.
All right.
In the opening, because they all play themselves in it.
Okay.
So Seth lands at the airport in LA and the paparazzi are like, come on. And he's like, ugh. And like he knows they want him to do his laugh.
Mm-hmm.
So he just looks at them and goes like, Thanks, man. It's so funny.
I really love Seth Rogen. Not because we're just like on the topic, but I rate him over Jonah Hill though.
Oh yeah, me too.
As an actor, I rate him over Jonah Hill.
They're very different. Like Seth has this, I think, just more naturally wholesome vibe too. And I have seen him do some different work to what you normally would see him in some indie films, and he's really good. He's very underrated.
Gracefully though. Like he's gotten better as he's aged.
He's had a glow up. He's
like what's that kid's name? Steve Carell.
Yes.
Glow up. He like age looks good on him.
It does.
Yeah.
It's nice. Age does not look well on Jonah Hill.
No, he looks
looks
distressed.
Horrible.
He's another kid that's got shit tattoos, and like just to bring it back, it's just like Zayn, bro. Zayn's got shit tattoos as well.
If you amplify that like rat Justin Bieber phase by like 50-fold, that is what Jonah Hill looks like now. Like, what are you doing?
I know. Oh my God.
like when a dad has a midlife crisis and like, I don't know, buys an online wife and then a Ferrari and then dyes his hair and goes clubbing at like
and he
50.
buys and he
like,
goes and buys his own tattoo gun and he's like, ha 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 ha. Do you want to go and do knots and crosses on my body? That'd be so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Literally. Oh my God. Actually, on the note of not looking good, or aging very well,
show me.
I was thinking, right?
Yeah.
Some other celebrities have had their mugshots taken.
They have.
Some look like absolute shit, and others are fucking like, damn son, this could be in a modeling portfolio. Like, what's going on here?
I think that some of these are so funny.
They're so good. Question. If you knew you were getting like pre-arrested, would you go to the like Khloe Kardashian extent and like make sure your makeup and hair was done? Like, you were
fucking no.
good?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I would too. I mean, if I knew I had time, because how would that even work? Like, she went to court and then when she got sentenced, then she went straight to prison. Is that how that worked?
I think she had like a day or two or whatever it was. Like she had like 24 hours to turn herself in or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would also mean they like let her pack some stuff to take with her. Like, do celebrities get that?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I think she got released not long after. But there are some people and their mugshots are just iconic. Like,
yeah.
Like Frank Sinatra, for an example. Frank Sinatra, 1938.
Dude, how fucking gorgeous is his headshot? I mean, mugshot.
Fucking
See, I'm literally calling
his
it
headshot.
Whoever the photographer was for
bloody beautiful
Bergen County, Jesus, what were you doing, bro? Get out of the station, get into a studio.
Do it. What did he get arrested for? Seducing a woman. Ooh. Under the promise of marriage.
Oofed.
Did then and there have sexual intercourse with the said complainant, who was then and there a single female of good repute. He was released on $1,500 bail for his sex crimes, but arrested 1 month later for the charge of adultery after it was determined the woman in question was married.
Scandal!
In 1938, this kid.
The fact, okay, that's wild. That is absolutely wild that was like, you'd get arrested for that. Holy shit. Even the plaque around his neck has style. Like, wow. If I ever get arrested one day and I don't look like that, I'll be very disappointed.
Like, sometimes it's a bit boring, like what the celebrities have ever been like, what they've been arrested for. Like, but David Bowie, that's a really good mugshot.
Yeah, I agree.
So David Bowie was fucking shining. Look at that side profile.
Dude, actually, that looks like it could be for a magazine. Like, if I saw that randomly, I'd think, oh, that was just for like some fun
That looks like as if he was doing like a jail photo shoot, like crime.
Yeah.
And
drug charges, of course.
For marijuana possession.
Well, his hair is incredible.
Right?
What the actual fuck? Oh my God, do you remember that hot felon?
I do.
Went viral?
I do.
Dude. Are you literally kidding? Every time I see this photo, what did he even do? What did he do? He grand theft. Oh yeah, now he's a fashion model with nearly 2 million Instagram followers.
Must be nice.
That's the best
case scenario.
I also love that he himself posted his mugshot on Facebook. That is just hilarious.
I know. Do you know who else is just like cheering though? Robert Downey Jr.
Cheering, as in like
he's so cheery. Look at him. What a muffin.
Cute.
What a fucking muffin. Look at him back in 1999. You and I in kindergarten to kindy, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so adorable. He looks really healthy though, despite the fact he got arrested for heroin, cocaine. Oh, and then also has a .357 Magnum handgun.
Oh.
But why would that? I thought they were just legal, and if whoever wants one wants one.
Yeah, but I think he may not have had a license for it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Lol. Whoops.
LaMayo. Fucking.
Ruffle, lol, mayo. That is hilarious. Pacino looks
Pacino.
suave as
all
well.
Right. Pacino doesn't look like himself for some reason.
He's so young in that photo.
This was from 1961 for the possession of a concealed weapon.
Oh my God. Okay. Does it say what weapon?
It's .38 caliber pistol in his trunk.
I love these actors just casually getting handguns. Like, that's hilarious. He was 21 in that photo.
Was he?
But he looks even younger.
He does.
In that, to me.
It's the little flick of the hair on the side profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. And then
coming-
one of our favorites.
Coming from one of our favorite depositions, Justin. That time we don't recall.
We don't recall. I just.
Do you want to talk to us about Selena Gomez? No. Don't you ever talk about her. Don't you ever talk about her.
Oh my God.
Get your name out of her mouth. Get her name out of your mouth.
Yeah, literally. Okay, so he was drag racing in a yellow Lamborghini under the influence of alcohol, marijuana, and prescription drugs.
Marijuana.
And he later pled guilty to resisting arrest without violence and a lesser charge of driving without due care and attention. He the side profile one is so depresso, but then the front one is so opposite.
It's giving Gemini.
Oh my God, is he a Gemini?
No, he's
Maybe
like a
he
Pisces.
is. Oh right,
He's
super
a Pisces.
emotional.
So look how
mean,
glassy his fucking eyes are.
Justin, if we're ever at your house one night and we're just chilling, having some cocktails, I want to know more about this night.
I swear to God, if I ever got arrested, I would 100% put my mugshot and I would frame my own self. If my mugshot came out like that, 100%.
It's amazing. There's so many things you could do with it. If I was his girlfriend, that would be my phone wallpaper. It would also be like the Christmas card picture every other year. Oh Lord, I just think that's hilarious. And if he ever did a promo with Lamborghini, that should be in the ad.
I know, right? He should just be like. Because then you've also got Elvis Presley in 1970. But they said that it's not a real mugshot though.
It just says it's believed to not be real. So there's potential it could have been. He was being honoured for donating to the construction costs of a local gymnasium when the mugshot was snapped. So
maybe it's not real.
Okay.
But that's weird.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool.
Oh, look, it's your gal. It's your gal, Lindsay.
Lindsay, do you know how hard it was to keep supporting her during this era?
I can only imagine.
The media was on a Britney rampage with her. And honestly, when you look back at it now, none of these poor, extremely famous women deserved all the shit that they copped. And I fully understand having basically a psychotic break and just going wild after being worked to the bone from when you're 6 years old. But
also, what a bad
DUI.
bitch for serving 3 months in jail.
She's got multiple mugshots, has she not?
Yeah, what a
But that's the most
bad
famous
bitch.
one.
Fuck a bitch.
She's got a bit of filler going.
Of course.
Yep, of course. And her blonde era, this would have been after Herbie Fully Loaded was filmed.
I love that you know the discography.
I know.
I know you know the filmography. You know what
I
you know what
remember
the fuck is going
eras.
on. You've got her IMDb memorized.
Literally memorized.
It's burnt.
100%. She stayed blonde for a while after she did Herbie. That was like her last redhead movie for quite a while. But yeah, that was iconic. Also, can we just acknowledge the fact that Bruno Mars was arrested? I didn't know that.
I knew it, and he just like Bieber looks so fucking cooked.
He
looks,
but he looks happy as well.
Because he's got cocaine possession.
Cocaine. one sec. Ready now. Oh my god, he's so adorable.
200 hours of community service and 8 hours of drug counseling. 8 hours of drug counseling, yeah, all right, whatever, that's fine.
Honestly, it probably all just didn't really amount to anything. I'm sure he still regularly, on nights out will definitely have some cocaine. Who else? Oh, that's right. I remember.
Yeah.
The cast of the Vampire Diaries.
That's right.
Yes. They were arrested for dangling from a bridge and flashing drivers on the highway in Georgia.
They look so happy with themselves.
Yep. So disorderly conduct and 4K fine, which, mind you, at the time, I think Nina started on 50K per episode.
Oh, okay. So that was chump change.
Yeah, that's nothing.
That's fine.
She wipes her tears away with more money than that.
Can we please go to this fucking icon? Two iconic women, Paris Hilton and Khloe Kardashian. Let's go to fucking Paris Hilton first, because
serving
again.
Serving, pun intended.
Serving.
That was really good.
That was so
I
good.
didn't even plan it.
What is she doing? Serving.
Serving. If only that term was around then. This is also 2010. This is the same year Lindsay was in jail.
And the same one as Bruno Mars.
Dude, what was happening in 2010?
Fun times.
She was going, seriously fun times. Her hair is immaculate.
Immaculate.
Her makeup is still perfect.
It's the fringe for me. It's the fringe whoosh to the side.
Yeah, love it. Love
she
that.
She got
for
extensions.
Yeah. I think she's mostly worn extensions. So she had, cocaine. It's just the year of cocaine.
What else is new? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Khloe, was she also cocaine?
No, she had DUI.
Oh.
Violating
right.
her terms of probation for a 2007 DUI conviction, and she didn't complete the alcohol education program or the community service, but she promised to serve under her probation terms, and she was supposed to serve up to 30 days in jail, but was released 30 hours. 30
hours,
and that was due to overcrowding. Look at the picture quality difference from 2008 to 2010.
Yeah, big step up there. We've gone from like a Motorola Razor to, I don't know, a good handheld point and shoot. But Khloe still looks really good.
Yeah, she does.
Like,
what is she doing?
Serving.
She's serving.
30 hours.
Bad bitch. So bitch.
Basically she pulled an Amber Heard and pledged.
Yeah.
She didn't actually do it.
She
that's yeah. Overcrowding? I'm sorry, bitch, but we all know that you paid your way out and you had a private cell. Overcrowding? No, I don't think so. That's hilarious. But yeah, they both slayed in their photos. So honestly, like if I was Khloe, I would maybe on like the 20th anniversary make it my Instagram profile picture. That would be really funny. I think that's hectic. And then Snoop Dogg, of course. The year we were born.
Oh, yes.
Holy fuck. Murder charges.
Murder
that's
charges
right.
in the shooting death.
I forgot about that.
Of Philip Waldemarian
in the Palms District of LA, California. So he turned himself in.
Oh, okay. So then later on he was acquitted of all charges.
How do you get acquitted if you turned yourself in? Because it was defense maybe and not murder?
Maybe. I'm not too sure.
I need to look into that more. I've seen this picture of Tiger be printed and put up in Kylie's house.
Do you know what she did? What we would have done for Bieber?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally. So can relate. That's That's a pretty funny movie.
And he had 4 outstanding prior incidences, including driving without a license, registration violation, and other unlawful acts of financial responsibility. I knew he had financial shit. Did you see?
you?
Oh my God, I need to ask you, what are your thoughts on that song that Mod Sun released?
The new one
Yeah.
that's basically a big fuck you to Avril Lavigne.
Strangers to lovers to strangers again.
He literally quotes one of her songs in it. So we all know it's about her. Plus he replies to all his fans' comments on his post.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the fans are like, you're better than that. You deserve better, blah, blah. And he'll be like, thank you. And then put a love heart. He's replied to me before. It's cute.
Oh.
But no, I think he's totally justified because, dude.
Everyone's
like,
allowed to have that.
You're like, yeah, you're allowed to have it. It's your art form. She releases songs like that all the time. But she literally said yes. And then 2-3 months later, within 1 week of dumping him, was with Tyke. When did that even?
But also Tiger?
So many people, like when Just Jared posts paparazzi photos, and then if those two are ever featured on their thing, the comments are always like, what do these two talk about? Like, serious, like for real, what the hell do they have in common? It's so confusing. I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get him. I don't see him as anything. Like, I just think, I don't think he's.
I love his music, but I don't.
I think he's got a face for radio, and it really kind of.
Totally. TBH, I think he does know that. I think he's very aware. He's a very down to earth dude. Like, he comes from nothing. Like, literally fuck all. So, and he always like brings his mum out on stage because like it's just mind blowing from where he comes from, which I find very adorable.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely got a face for radio and a voice for radio. I do enjoy.
I like
his
his.
music.
Yes. Don't. Yeah. Look, I like it because he also did that TikTok, and then Avril came out. Goes ice baby, din 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 din.
I haven't seen
and
that.
then she comes into it as well.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, I'll send it to you later. I'll send it to
Okay,
you. She's in it, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, shit's on. So Shia LaBeouf in 2007, his mugshot is giving me my older cousin who was on his green peas, and I don't know, maybe what did he do? He just looks really adorable in this photo. Like, I
It's
wanna give him a
giving
hug.
year 10. It's giving it's giving like year 10 basketball. I think it's the powder blue. It's the powder blue in the background.
Yeah, and it's maybe that's it. It's like a school photo kind of vibe. And it just makes me want to give him a hug because he does remind me of my cousin when he got his license at 17 coming to get me from school because I faked sick or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Okay. So he's been incarcerated 5 times. The first being a shoplifting arrest at age 9 for taking some Nikes from a store. Trespassing in 2007, I think is what this one was for. Yeah, he visited a Walgreens many times in one night in a drunken state and refused to leave after several requests. In a Walgreens?
Sir,
Okay.
this is a Walgreens.
Well,
Sir.
I wonder why. That is pretty funny. Isn't Walgreens just like Walmart, but it's more food?
Is it Walgreens?
Let's look this up.
Oh, it's a pharmacy.
Oh, okay.
Sir.
Maybe he just finds refuge in pharmacies.
Oh,
That's
it's
so
like
weird.
it's a pharmacy.
It's
He's trying to
literally
go
a
to
pharmacy.
a fucking pharmacy. Sir.
Okay.
Oh, mate, trying to buy some Panadol, and he can't do it. Poor bastard.
Can't do it.
Poor bastard.
Okay. Well, I reckon for lucky last, let's look at one of your favorites.
One of my favorites, Pablo
Favorites.
Escobar.
Dude, I never realize how much he looked like my auntie's ex.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I've seen pictures of him, but this one specifically, even the hair, it is literally him.
Well, this one's from 1977. Is that G? Is that the same hair?
Yeah.
1977?
Well, I guess. Like, I had to find you a photo of him if I can find one. 'Cause holy
please.
shit.
Well, he was arrested in 1977 in Colombia by the Medellin Control Agency. At the height of his power, the ruthless drug lord imported $70 million worth of cocaine per day into the US.
Oh, dude.
Per day, this guy. Shit.
And look how fucking happy he is because he knows not a finger is going to be laid on him. I just love, one of my favorite facts ever is the fact that the government refused him his money to pay off the entire country's debt. That is insane.
Right?
How? You know what? I've actually not really consumed much media about his story.
You should go. You should go and watch Narcos.
Is Narcos actually factual or is it more dramatized?
It's good.
Okay.
Like,
I just never watched it.
is it factual? Nah, it's good.
Nah, it's just good, bro. Just trust me, it's good.
It's good. I like. Do you know when you do that thing where you kind of fact check things later on, or like while you're watching it? It's like when you were watching The Crown and you're going, "Did that shit actually happen?" And apparently a lot of it did. So.
You know, for some reason I thought he was still alive. I don't know why I thought that.
No, I think he died in like 93.
Yeah, he did. Damn.
Yeah, he got shot, old mate.
And he has 2 kids. I wonder what they do.
I don't think they've got the Escobar last name. I think they
don't. One is Marroquin and the other does go by Escobar.
Oh, okay.
And it's a girl, Manuela.
Oh, okay.
Manuela and Sebastian. They're fucking trust fund. Oh Lord.
You know you can stay
Never
at
have
his
to
house
worry.
and like one of the Colombian things, like one of like the abandoned thing. Yeah, I'll go for it's on Airbnb, I think. And there's like an underground pool and stuff like that.
That's insane.
Yeah. So highly recommend you go watch Narcos. It's an absolute 10 out of 10 banger.
And that's finished, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It says here that he didn't leave his kids a specific amount of money just in case of his demise, but his siblings had some access to his estate, which I'm pretty damn sure he had fucking vaults waiting
I think
for
he
them
had
with cold, hard shit.
I think there's money that he has and people haven't found it yet because he used to bury it.
He would know what he's doing. He wouldn't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. So, okay, I just got to know how much money in total he made then, because total net worth $30 billion. $30 billion.
$70 billion as of 2022.
Yeah, because this says $30 billion during his lifetime.
So inflation. Inflation.
He's still making money in 2022.
$70 billion. Shit. Can you imagine?
And then I mean Australian, double that. Dude, what in the fuck? He's got to be, I can't comprehend.
So that is $102 billion in Australian money.
What?
Shit. Good times.
I'm going to go tell my mum when she comes home that her previous brother-in-law looks exactly like Pablo Escobar.
Well,
This
I
is
also,
insane.
like my cousin, my sister and I also told my mum that my dad looks like a young George Michael and my mum loves George Michael. So...
Oh, there you go. You attract like what you like sort of thing.
Yeah.
She should have done, I mean, well, they're not married now, but if at their age when that trend was around on TikTok where you do like the crush as a child.
Oh, yeah.
Who you end up with. That would
have been my dad and yeah.
What did you, just quickly before we wrap this up, what did you think of the actor who plays him? Do you think he did
I think he
a good
was
job?
phenomenal.
Okay.
It was so good. It was so, and he didn't know Spanish before he got this role, and he'd learnt it.
I love hearing stuff like that. That is wild.
And he went absolutely like ham, and just he sounds like a fluent speaker. Like he is a Spanish, he's a Hispanic actor.
Oh my God. How do they do this? I don't understand.
So much Duolingo.
So much. That at the end of every Narcos episode is just the Duolingo owl.
There were so many that I was like, I kept on calling people patron, which means like boss.
Patron. Is that what that actually means?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I remember in an interview done last year with Penelope Cruz, she said she got a movie, both her and her husband got movies very early in their careers that were in English. He learned English in something like 3 weeks and she learnt it in, I think, 2 to 3 months because they obviously wanted to do like an American thing. They just had to like immediately do it. I don't understand because if someone said to me, hey, we start filming in 3 weeks, habla español, like immediately, I'd be just shitting bricks.
Well,
I think I would.
One thing that I used to do when I was younger was I used to consume, and I think even now, remember I was telling you how I like to listen to a lot of Spanish music? You like just listen to a lot, you just like consume a lot of media with like the English subtitles, and then eventually you kind of like start to get it.
Yeah, you pick up things here and there. I thought you were going to say I used to consume a lot of Dora the Explorer. But that's where that was going.
Australia. Swiper no swiping.
I guess over there, like Dora the Explorer would just be practicing normal words. It wouldn't really have any like massive effect unless they just changed it to English.
I'm the map today.
But they'd have to make her name like super white, like Tiffany the Explorer.
Jane the Explorer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Soy Dora.
Oh God. I love that. I'm slightly depressed now just realizing I'm not bringing in $70 billion a day.
What are you talking about? Yes, you are. You're going to manifest that. The fuck?
Yeah. If I manifested that, Esther, you'd have to be very concerned with how I was making that level of money.
I wouldn't say shit.
I know you wouldn't. And I wouldn't say shit to you either because, I mean, if you didn't want me to.
I'd say good job. That's it.
Buenos job. Don't cancel me.
Oh, shit. Well, on that note, shall we wrap things up?
We shall wrap things up, just as Pablo once wrapped up his little bags.
As people wrap $50 notes, we're going to wrap this episode up. Okay, so...
Wow, someone knows what they're doing. If only we were that rich right now. But thanks everyone for joining us on this really fun and random episode.
Well, it's been swell. All right, well,
It has been swell.
Well, Beggars, see you later. See you next week. Be good now.
Yeah, be good.
You going on, be good now.
Y'all go on, be good now.
All right, peace out. All right, bye-bye, y'all. Bye.
We're ending this right now. That was so fucking funny.